Hello, welcome to Arsenal Studios. This is Learning English with Movies. In this video, we will talk about one of my favorite comedies, Spaceballs. We'll also practice using the future perfect progressive. If you're new here, the goal of this channel is to help intermediate English language students practice and improve their English skills by using movies as the main topic. If you like our content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Spaceballs is a hilarious science fiction comedy directed by Mel Brooks. The cast of the film included Mel Brooks as President Scrooge, John Candy as Barf, Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet, and Bill Pullman as Lone Star. To barf is an informal way of saying to vomit. They are joined by Daphne Zuniga as Princess Vespa and Joan Rivers as Dot Matrix. Despite its poor box office performance, the film has since become a cult classic and is often considered to be one of the funniest sci-fi comedies of all time. The movie spoofs the original Star Wars trilogy as well as other science fiction films such as Alien and Star Trek. To spoof means to copy something like a book, a play, etc., in a silly, humorous, and exaggerated way. If the special effects in the film look impressive, it's because they were created by ILM, or Industrial Light and Magic, the same company that worked on their Star Wars films. In addition to the special effects, the film also utilized miniatures and matte paintings to create the various planets and spaceships seen in the film. A matte painting is a painted representation of a landscape, set, or distant location that allows filmmakers to create the illusion of an environment. Mel Brooks is an award-winning American filmmaker, actor, and comedian. In the 1950s, he began his career as a stand-up comedian and then moved to television, where he wrote and produced several hit comedies, including Get Smart. In the 60s and 70s, he began writing and directing hit comedies such as The Producers, Blazing Saddles, and Young Frankenstein. These films were known for their irreverent humor and satire and helped establish Brooks as one of the most prominent figures in the comedy genre. Irreverent means showing a lack of respect for people or things that are generally taken seriously. In addition to his work in film, Brooks has also had a successful career as a stage actor, producer, and writer. Spaceballs is set in a distant galaxy where a conniving President Scrooge and his henchman, Dark Helmet, are using a device to steal air from the planet Druidia in order to save their own planet, Spaceball. Conniving means giving to or involved in conspiring to do something immoral, illegal, or harmful. A henchman is a faithful follower or political supporter, especially one prepared to engage in crime or dishonest practices by way of service. Meanwhile, on Druidia, the beautiful Princess Vespa is set to marry the dull Prince Valium, but instead she runs away with the help of her robot companion, Dot Matrix. Dull means lacking interest or excitement. They are later joined by a rogue spaceship pilot, Lone Star, and his half-man, half-dog co-pilot, Barf. Rogue is a person, organization, or country that does not behave in the usual or acceptable way. Lone Star and his companions are pursued by Dark Helmet and his troops, but with the help of a wise old sage named Yogurt, also played by Mel Brooks, and his knowledge of the Schwartz, they are able to outsmart the Spaceballs and save Druidia from destruction. A sage is a profoundly wise person or someone venerated for their precision of wisdom, judgment, and experience. Along the way, there are several comedic scenes and gags that satirize various elements of the Star Wars trilogy, such as the use of the Schwartz as a parody of the Force. A gag is a joke or funny story, especially one told by a comedian. In order to practice your listening skills, we will take a look at a clip for the movie. Pay special attention to the key vocabulary as well as the intonation and pronunciation. In the scene, Dark Helmet, played by Rick Moranis, asks his right-hand man, Colonel Sanders, to show him the radar screen. Colonel Sanders offers to punch it for him. To punch something means to hit or press down the operating mechanism of a machine or device. Dark Helmet confuses the coffee machine for the radar and asks why it makes churning and bubbling sounds. Churning or to churn means to move or shake in agitation as a liquid or any loose matter. After realizing his mistake, he asked to switch to teleview. To switch means to adopt something different in place of something else or to change. Colonel Sanders reveals his plan, which includes kidnapping the princess in order to force the king to reveal the secret combination to the air shield. To force means to make someone do something against their will. He also tells Dark Helmet that the princess's wedding will start within the hour. Within the hour means before an hour has passed. Dark Helmet jokes that the princess will have a short honeymoon. A honeymoon is a vacation spent together by a newlywed married couple. Before we continue, I would like to invite you to check out my online course at Thinkific. The Learning English with Movies course was designed for intermediate English language students who love movies and filmmaking. You can practice your English reading and listening skills, learn new key vocabulary and grammar, and confirm your comprehension with fun quizzes. The Learning English with Movies Kindle ebook is also available from Amazon. For more information as well as funny useful tips and recommendations, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now let's get back to the video.
Sanders!
Sir!
I don't see Planet Druidia. Where is it?
We don't have visual contact yet, sir, but we have it on the radar screen. Shall I punch it up for you?
Nah, never mind. I'll do it myself.
Very good, sir.
What's the matter with this thing? What's all that churning and bubbling? You call that a radar screen?
No, sir. We call it Mr. Coffee. Care for some?
Yes! I always have coffee when I watch radar. You know that.
Of course I do, sir.
Everybody knows that.
Of course we do, sir!
Now that I have my coffee, I'm ready to watch radar. Where is it?
Right here, sir.
Switch to teleview. There it is, Planet Druidia. And underneath the air shield, 10,000 years of fresh air. We must get through that air shield.
We will, sir. Once we kidnap the princess, we can force her father, King Roland, to give us the combination to the air shield, thereby destroying Planet Druidia and saving Planet Spaceball.
Everybody got that? Good. When will the princess be married?
Within the hour, sir.
Well, I hope it's a long ceremony, because it's gonna be a short honeymoon.
Hot! Too hot!
Now let's practice some useful grammar structures. The future perfect progressive. The future perfect progressive, also known as the future perfect continuous, is a verb tense used to describe an action that will be in progress at a specific point in the future. It is formed by using the auxiliary verb will plus have plus been plus the present participle of the main verb. For example, by the end of Spaceballs, the characters will have been traveling through space for an hour and a half. By the climax of the film, the heroes will have been fighting the villains for 45 minutes. The future perfect progressive is used to express the duration of an action up to a specific point in the future. Example, by the time the credits roll, the audience will have been laughing at the jokes for an hour. By the end of the opening scene, the audience will have been introduced to the main characters and the premise of the movie. By the time the final battle begins, the audience will have been following the plot for an hour and 20 minutes. So, why is watching the movie Spaceballs the best way to learn English? Well, for starters, it's a comedy classic. The humor in Spaceballs is timeless and appeals to all ages. You will find yourself laughing out loud, which will make you forget that you're actually learning English. The movie provides an excellent opportunity to learn English in real-life context. You will hear English being spoken by native speakers in a variety of situations, which will help you to improve your listening skills. The film is also full of useful vocabulary and idioms that are commonly used in everyday conversation. This will help you to expand your vocabulary and understand the meaning of idioms, which are often difficult to learn from a textbook. Spaceballs is full of cultural references that are specific to American culture. By watching the movie, you will gain a deeper understanding of the culture, and you will be able to use these references in your own conversations. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, this movie is sure to improve your English skills and bring a smile to your face. Thanks for watching. Have you seen Spaceballs? What's your favorite Mel Brooks comedy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah.